You know what? Let's load up Rumbleverse Season 2. You've been good. My principles mean nothing. You may recall that when we played Rumbleverse last time, I had kind of gotten horrendous, and I think I'll probably like be even worse for now, but let's run the casino anyway. Where? I thought you said yesterday you'd never play this again. Yeah, well, you know, in the year 2003, they didn't know that the Higgs boson existed. The whole thing is, you know, you get new information, you change your conclusions. Your queue has to be broken. I just got a game in 6 seconds. Okay. I did not DM any death threats to chatters for suggesting I would play Rumbleverse again, okay? All I said was there's no way I would ever play it again, and then, you know, I altered the terms of the deal. Pray I don't alter them further. I never thought I'd see the day that Rumbleverse would come back. Well, don't count your chickens yet, because we're still waiting for a queue. Please. I really, like, I'm giving it another chance, and we've been sitting in the queue for roughly 5 minutes. It's a little much. How come they don't want me, man? Have you tried multiverses? No, I will never play another fighting game as long as I live until they come out with a new Smash, okay? Support. I'm going to Rumble support. We are continuing to investigate longer matchmaking time and issues with matchmaking regions. We will... Listen. We are continuing to investigate longer matchmaking times and issues with matchmaking regions. We'll provide further updates when we have them available. It's the struggle, the Ouroboros of modern gaming. Get bored with the content in a game. They come out with new content. Can't play the new content because everybody wants to come back and play the new content. Hey, come back in 2 weeks when the new content is old and less people are interested in it. Then it's going to work like a damn charm. I mean, it's just, like, honestly, maybe I've learned my damn lesson. Maybe European no borders minefield. I almost said Minefeld, like, ba-dum, ba-dum, boom, boom, boom. What's the deal with No Man's Land? If there's, it's called No Man's Land. Why would I, a man, go there? And why do they make them so small? Let me get this straight. You want me, a man, to go into No Man's Land? Make it make sense, George. Jerry in the First World War? Jerry, it's the war to end all wars. Jerry! It's the Christmas truce, Jerry. Giddy up. Surely there'll be some more wars. No more wars, Jerry! No wars! This is the war to end all wars! George's love interest seeing his rotted foot. I was in the trench! This is not really funny. This is pretty messed up. Honestly, big ups to, like, my great-grandparents and everybody from that generation for, like, doing that for me. I appreciate that. It's kind of horrific. Bryan Cranston was not in The Dark Knight. Here's the thing, okay? Bryan Cranston could have been in The Dark Knight, but Christian Bale could never have broken bad. Never forget that. This is Simon Pegg. Chris Evans? What happened, man? I saw your God of War rant on YouTube. Just go, NK. Your shelf. Stop making indie games your personality. You are not cool. God of War's graphics are so much better than the shit you play. Bro, are you crazy? This shit is photorealistic. You telling me that's not Chris Evans? You telling me that's not Captain America right there? This is indistinguishable from like a Nikon Coolpix megapixel resolution. It looks 10 times better than God of War. Anyone else not want to say the answer but 100% knows it? So true. Me watching other streamers do trivia. I know this one. Then they guess the thing I was thinking and it's wrong. You stupid motherfucker. You dumb idiot. A contemporary review of this 1851 novel said, who would have looked for poetry in blubber? See, like, dude, I'm really... The problem is I don't need to get smarter. I need to get more famous. It's really hard to get smart enough to be on normie Jeopardy. If I could just get famous enough to be smart by Celebrity Jeopardy standards, that would crush, man. I need to get to like the ninja level. Streamer Jeopardy. Listen, I'm not saying I would be the best, but I would at least get to the audition phase, I think. You wait, and listen, it's easier to parent like a 2-year-old than a 6-month-old. Don't get me wrong, because I can actually like ask my child what's wrong, and like it doesn't mean that it's like what's wrong? I'm hungry. Here's some food you like. Thank you, Daddy. Like it becomes more of like a Clarice versus Hannibal Lecter type thing sometimes. You know, I was driving my daughter home from daycare yesterday. She tried to get fucking Scarlet Witch into my brain. Just driving her home yesterday. She says, Daddy, you are not a good driver. I was just safely driving home, minding my own business, and like just catching a heater for absolutely no reason whatsoever. I don't know what she wanted me to do. Be like, skirt. But if you think it's exhausting at 6 months, wait till she's 2. And it might even get harder from then. Wait till she's 2 and she's running around and she's jumping. And then you're like, don't do that. You're going to fall. And then she falls and she's like, ah. And you're like, I told you. And then you're like, here's a Band-Aid. And she's like, thank you, Daddy. And you're like, oh, so sweet. And then she's like, I want another Band-Aid. And I'm like, I already put a Band-Aid on your boo-boo. And she's like, I got another boo-boo. And I'm like, okay, where's your other boo-boo? And she's like, it's on my knee. And I'm like, I roll up her pants and I'm like, right here. And I'm like, there's no fucking boo-boo there. And she's like, I want a Band-Aid. And I'm like, okay, here's all the Band. We were spending like $25 a month on Band-Aids just to placate her. You think it's exhausting at 6 months? Get ready. Like it doesn't. I'm not saying it doesn't get easier, but you're not stopping the hustle anytime soon. This dude needs to do ketamine nasal spray. Chib, what are you? Ketamine, I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times. You can't solve all your problems with ketamine nasal spray, okay? There's some things you need to microdose psychedelics to get over, okay? Can I open the can? I'll get to it. I'm busy right now. Oh, whoa. Have they been making these easier? That came off like saran wrap. You're supposed to use a can opener for that. Yeah? Well, check it out. I got one can opener right here. One can opener right here. Yeah. I did ask my girlfriend about it because I know my brother's girlfriend has complained for a while about her sleeping problems. But my girlfriend said it's perfectly reasonable time, citing that she's silent till 6:30 and it's her house until the neighbors complain. This shit is psychically damaging. Every single post starts with me, number, my wife, number, her family, name, number. Our cousin, twice removed, name, number, was staying at our house. The down payment, 50% of the down payment was paid by her parents, age, number, net worth. And then they're like at the end of it, they're like, am I the asshole? And I'm like, I don't know. The first 2 paragraphs turned my brain into fucking sludge. And then you're writing, there's typos, there's grammatical errors, there's misplaced commas. You got a semicolon in there just to, prove that you know how to speak the English language. Like, it's too much, man. Can you just write a sensible element, a medium of communication? That's it. You just write a sentence that has an idea. I don't understand.